Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Okay, so I'm getting some videos done today. Um, Feeling a little low energy, but I'm, you know, getting it done. So I'm pushing through this first quarter moon that just happened, So okay, so we are looking at February 7th. And February 7th, like I've mentioned in my other videos, in case you haven't seen it, I'm doing 2020 planetary movements, the overview of the planets, so, and the different transitions that they're going through. So I did a video on the first quarter moon and Mercury enters Pisces and what that means. So Venus enters Aries. So in your birth chart, you can see if you have Venus enters Aries, or if your Venus is in Aries and in what house. So I'm not going to go into the house because then that would be really a long video, but I'm just going to talk about Venus enters Aries and what it means in personality wise, what you can learn from it, the whole psychology of the zodiac signs, right? So this happens on February 7th at 3:02 p.m. So that's Eastern Standard Time, okay? So that would be, I believe, 12:02. Yeah, 3:02 noontime Pacific Standard Time, okay? So let's look into it. We know that Venus is about love, beauty, and art, and all of that. So Venus enters Aries, 0 degrees Venus, 0 degrees um, Aries, and we'll discuss that later on. Now, Aries, people that have Venus in Aries, Aries is strong, right? And that's where a Venus in Aries person would get their personality, where they're very ambitious when it comes to love, beauty, and everything around that, the arts, creativity. They're very ambitious. Okay, so rush into love. They're spontaneous. They fall in love fast. Looks are very important to them. It's not a shallow thing. It's more like they appreciate beauty very much. It's like the first most important thing. And it's beauty as far as how wonderful the person is, but also the aesthetics of it. Okay, so you're attracted to a person's look first. You like to dress up and to decorate yourself, and you appreciate that in others as well. Their own fashion sense, you can see it, appreciate it. Even if you don't like it, you're like, okay, cool, they got their own thing going on, right? A person's fashion sense is very interesting to you. The need to be interested in a person, right? So the need to be interested in a person is you needing to be attracted to that person to even have a relationship or even a friendship, okay? Not like in a relationship sense, but you have to have that, you know, you have to like what the person looks like, okay? It's important, okay? Or, and the way that they carry themselves, the way that they present themselves. You're not interested in loud and rude people. That's a huge turn off, okay? You like attention, but the attention has to be like choreographed. It has to be, properly placed. It can't be something chaotic just to do it, just to get attention, right? They're very reserved in that way, okay? People are attracted to your personality. So they're attracted to your personality and the way that you carry yourself. You receive attention naturally, but with Venus in Aries, and Aries is like rules the first house. So with Venus in Aries, you get more attention. And Venus gives you that staying power in whatever it is that you want to do in life. And this makes you also become very aggressive, going after what you want. And you go after what you want, and you are impatient. That was one of the things I circled in there. Very impatient because you know what you want and you want it done now. And you're very much connected to the timing of things. And you it can make you, depending on what house you're in, it could make you very even more intuitive to act on a certain time, right? So it depends on the other parts of your chart, but if you have a lot of water placements in your chart that is very psychic, then you have to hit it at a certain time, and that can make you impatient because you're like, hey, this needs to get done right now. And really, it can get done if a person uses their time wisely. So yeah, you know, you like to give gifts to people that you like, that have helped you, and you like to surprise them with gifts. Okay, so you like the surprise effect of it. Okay, and you'll never settle down in life, and you'll never, just be a general regular person, whatever that looks like in your life. You'll just always want to be fresh and keep doing things that interest you. Okay, you can be very sensitive and easily troubled by certain things that people say, but after a time you'll get over it and move on. But you will remember, but you'll really think about what they said, but you'll move forward. Okay, you're naturally appealing to people, so they naturally like you, and they love the way that you express yourself. Okay, and in friendships, you give your affection easily, and the bad thing in relationships is that you can fall in love too quickly. So you really want to not be attracted to a person very quickly. You need to like control that, okay? You always want harmony in your life. So you're looking for harmony, and you want things to be also beautiful when it's peaceful, right? So it's like a combination of both, right? The feeling of harmony, and you want it to also look that way as well, okay? And your natural flirt. So if you like someone, you will tell them that you like them. But even if you're not flirting, people will think that you're flirting, but you're just being nice, or you're, boosting someone else's confidence, or just letting them know that, hey, it's nice. And it doesn't take away from you because you're like, I'm fine, So you can compliment someone and it has no effect on you whatsoever. Okay. So let's look into Venus. Venus is asking you, to what degree do you flirt, and to what degree do you attract people, and are people attracted to you? So, they're asking you your level, because when you think about like the degrees, it's the amount, right? The numbers, it's the amount, and you like to look at the degree that you're in and the power that that brings to it, right? In numbers. Okay, so how do you express your creativity and your natural talent? Venus asks you that. How do you love, and how do you show love? Are you happy in love? Do you get disappointed in love? How do you communicate with the opposite sex in friendships and relationships, right? As we know, Venus rules love, beauty, our love relationships, our friendships, just how we love different people, whether that's our partner or our sibling or our best friends. Like, how do we show our love to the most important people in our lives? Okay. um, how we look. We really love the decoration of things. Like that Venus in Aries is all about that decoration and things, and happiness, and how your happiness. Because Venus, everything that Venus is doing, it's all about happiness. That's what Venus wants. It's like the heart chakra. It's like love. Venus is like, how will this happiness work? How will I feel? This is my personal happiness. So Venus is really focusing on everything that I'm doing is going towards my personal happiness, or just, you know, happiness in general. Okay, that's Venus's main concern, is happiness. Also, being popular. Do you make friends easily? Are you are you considered to be well known? So it all depends on you how you want to be perceived, and how popular you are. So it's, do you easily, I hate the word popular, in a sense it sounds so like cringeworthy, but it's more like, how do you get along with other people? Are they attracted to you? Do you make friends easily? Are you easygoing around people? Do they naturally like you, and so on? Okay, and then how do you spend your money? Because Venus it's so funny because if Venus is in Mars, it's kind of like that balance of the masculine and feminine warrior of self first and caring about yourself first and really learning that lesson in life at a balanced level, not a negative egotistical level, you know. So, you know, Venus in Aries, because Aries is ruled by Mars, and Venus and Mars are pretty much the same. Okay, it's just one's feminine Venus, and Mars is a masculine way of going about it. Okay, so how do you spend your money, and how do you influence others to spend your money? So with the Venus in Aries, you'll influence other people to spend their money on you, but it's more of a natural thing, okay? Because they'll understand you, and it just flows and it works. But be in control of that so that you're inspiring the person to save their money and not to waste it, okay? Because there's with Aries in there, there is a tendency of wasting money on certain things, and it brings you joy and it's perfectly fine, you know, it's fun, but you have to be in control of how you use your money, okay? And really, Venus is also ruling how you influence others, right? How you influence yourself. Now, the fun part that I like, and you can look in your birth chart, is Venus is very strong in the second house, the fourth house, the fifth house, seventh, and the 12th house. Venus is just like Jupiter. Whatever house it's in, even if it's not in that house, whatever house it's in, it's giving it that amp, that power. It's really giving really good results. Okay. Now the 0 degrees. The 0 degrees is about starting a new cycle, right? So it's an ending and a beginning and an ending of cycle. All the zodiac signs is a cycle within itself. All those 12 signs, they're a cycle within themselves, right? And the 0 is all about completing a cycle, and now you're beginning a new one. So you can look at it in two different ways. Like if you're doing a meditation, it's the beginning of something, right? And the beginning of you beautifying yourself, or the beginning, that's the Venus, or the beginning of Aries saying, I'm going to put myself first and not really worry about other people's comments or opinions. I'm doing the best for me, and I really hope they're doing the best for them and not, you know, being negative, right? So it's just really focusing on the positive and bringing that out, right? That 0 is new beginnings, all right? Or the unfolding of that energy, of the energy of 0. The unfolding is it's unfolding the energy of that ending or that beginning, right? And and it is also showing how it will affect that particular sign. So how does Aries begin and end things when it comes to any situation regarding Venus? Okay, so I think if I overword it, it's just going to lose its power and your ability to think and make it connect in your life. So I'm going to make a video on about Venus in Aries and put it on my um, my Patreon. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, my voice is working a little bit, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it was informative and it helped you. If it helped you, please leave a comment, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Subscribe, sign up for online things that I'll be doing. See you in class in person and see you online. Yeah, just leave a comment and let me know how this works out in your chart. And I like to read the comments about the subject we're talking about. So thank you guys. Peace.